You know, we always think of trips as an escape, right? A way to get away from it all. But what if a trip wasn't an escape at all? What if it was actually a homecoming to yourself? That's what we're going to dive into. We're about to embark on this incredible, imagined 7-day journey through Africa, inspired by the writings of Nick Sasaki. But let's be clear, this is not your typical travel guide. Nope. This is something much deeper, an exploration of a journey inward.
And that quote really gets to the heart of it. The whole idea here is that this journey, it's not about going to see Africa. It's about using Africa to see yourself. The continent in this beautiful metaphor becomes a mirror. It reflects back not just who you are right now, but maybe, just maybe, who you've always been meant to be. So that's the big question we're going to hold on to through this whole thing. What really happens when travel stops being about running away and instead becomes this powerful act of, well, self-discovery? Let's jump in and find out together.
Okay, so our journey kicks off right at the southern tip of the continent. And right away, the first lesson isn't what you'd expect. It's not about seeing all the sights. It's about listening. It's about opening yourself up to what the world, and more importantly, what you really have to say. So just picture this for a second. You step out into that warm Cape Town sun. You can smell the ocean salt mixed with this wild mountain brush scent in the air. And who are your guides? None other than Trevor Noah and Will Smith. Yeah, you know right away this is not going to be your average tour. It's all about total immersion from the very first moment.
And what Trevor Noah suggests here is just fascinating. He says the city itself is like an active partner in your journey. It's not passive. It doesn't wait for you to go looking for answers. It starts revealing parts of yourself to you the second you get there.
All right, day 2, we're leaving the hustle and bustle of the city far behind. We're heading for the vast, open plains of the Kenyan savanna. And the lesson here, it goes a little deeper. It shifts from just listening to truly hearing. And to do that, you've got to shed all that noise from our everyday lives. I mean, can you imagine? It's before dawn, and you're floating silently in a hot air balloon over the Masai Mara. As the sun starts to peek over the horizon, you see these incredible scenes unfold below you. Herds of elephants moving like these ancient, quiet mountains. Zebras running in what looks like a perfectly choreographed dance. Your whole perspective just shifts. You're literally lifted above all the noise and into this deep, profound silence. And that is exactly what Matthew McConaughey is talking about here. It's not that there's nothing there, it's that you're finally quiet enough to hear what is there. This deep, quiet pulse. It's like the rhythm of the earth itself. And the only way to hear it, you gotta stop listening to everything else. And this idea is taken even further with the incredible wisdom of Nobel laureate Wangari Maathai. It's a call to be humble, to be respectful. It's a powerful reminder that our connection to this planet is so, so deep, and that every single thing we do leaves a mark. Okay, so now we're really getting into the heart of the journey. The next few days are, well, they're a whirlwind of transformative moments. Each new place we visit, each new landscape is going to teach us something unique and really powerful about life. So, here's the roadmap for this next leg. We're going from the absolutely thundering power of Victoria Falls to the deep, soul-shaking quiet of the Sahara, and then to the ancient, almost alien beauty of Namibia. Think of it like this. Each location holds a different key, unlocking a different truth. First stop, Victoria Falls. Seriously, try to imagine standing in front of it. The sound isn't just a roar in your ears, it's a physical force. It feels like a drum beating against your chest. The mist soaks you to the bone. It's just overwhelming, raw power. And the lesson here, with Morgan Freeman as our guide, is all about how you receive that kind of power. Not with arrogance, not with ego, but with humility. Wow, what a line, right? He completely reframes this deafening roar. It's not noise. It's a kind of ancient, primordial silence. It's the sound the world made before we came along and put all our stories and labels on everything. That's a powerful cleansing thought right there. So we go from the immense roar of water to the total opposite, the complete and utter absence of sound. The journey now takes us into the Sahara, and the silence there is so huge, it almost feels like a physical thing, a presence. It's the kind of place where there are zero distractions. There's nothing left to do but turn inward and finally, truly, listen to yourself. And it's in that incredible silence that your guide, Keanu Reeves, hits you with this just profoundly simple question.
And it really marks a turning point. It's a shift away from thinking about what your life looks like, all the achievements and stuff, and toward how it feels. He asks you, what do you want your life to feel like? It's the kind of question that the desert almost forces you to answer, honestly.
From the desert, the journey moves on to this absolutely surreal landscape in Namibia called Deadflay. You're standing on this pan of cracked white earth, surrounded by these colossal red sand dunes. And all around you are these black, skeletal trees. They died nearly 1,000 years ago, but because it's so dry, they've never rotted away. It's like a place where time just stood still. And here, with Idris Elba, we get this incredible insight. He points out that the beauty of these trees isn't that they're alive, it's that they've lasted, they've endured. And that just opens up this powerful meditation on legacy, doesn't it? What's the story you're telling with your life? What's the part that will last long after you're gone? So that brings us to the final leg of this incredible journey. We've grappled with these huge lessons about power, about silence, about time. And now the focus shifts to the ultimate takeaways. It's about healing what's come before and figuring out our purpose for what comes next. And the change of scenery is just dramatic. We go from that harsh, timeless desert to the soft, gentle, turquoise waters of Zanzibar. The whole energy shifts. And the lesson here, guided by the immense wisdom of Maya Angelou, is all about healing. It's like this is the soft place you needed to finally process all the intensity of the journey. And Maya Angelou's wisdom here is just so simple but so powerful. She reminds us that forgiveness, it's not really for the other person, is it? It's a gift you give yourself. It's about finally releasing this heavy thing you've been carrying, something you were never supposed to carry in the first place. Imagine that. As the sun sets over the ocean, it's an invitation to just let it go. And for the final stop, we arrive at a place that's basically synonymous with eternity itself, the Great Pyramids of Giza. Standing in front of these things, these structures that have seen entire empires rise and fall, the journey really comes full circle. We're back to that theme of endurance, of legacy, that we first touched on back in Namibia. And it's here that Denzel Washington gives us the final, crucial piece of the puzzle. He defines legacy. And it's not what we think. It's not about being famous or having your name in lights. No. It's something much deeper, quieter, and infinitely more meaningful. It's the unique imprint that your soul leaves on the world. So, after all that, after this wild internal journey, what's the big takeaway? Well, Nick Sasaki really boils it down to two core truths. First, that the real measure of our life is what we allow ourselves to feel. And second, and I love this part, this whole journey, it's not about changing into someone new. It's about remembering and rediscovering the person you've always been underneath it all. And that's where the mirror turns back to us, to you. Because here's the thing, you don't actually have to cross a continent to take this kind of journey. The only question that really matters, the one this whole story leaves us with, is this. What is your journey, right here, right now, revealing to you?